Hey, I'm Kev here, Mr. Carl. Welcome to some more coverage on Season 4 of Formula Xbox. And Tier 1 visited Monza. This isn't the next round, is it, Mr. K. Gibbs? But yeah, this is the 50% race, mid-season 50% race, and it actually counts for points, so 50% race, 50% more fun. This race, around Monza. Not quite for me, unfortunately. As you're going to see on my qualifying, that was a bit scruffy. I've already messed up the rest of the video, as you can see. Messed up the Ascari chicane especially as well, and qualified quite near the rear of the grid in my forced India. And Monza's a track I'm normally okay at. You know, it's been quite good to me in the past, especially on F1 2012, F1 2013. It seems to be one of the tracks that I'm okay at still. So, you know, I was expecting to at least get some points from this race, you know, do quite a decent job, even though it is a 50% race, and I didn't really check the tyre wear beforehand, so I wasn't sure whether to go for a 2-stop strategy or a 3-stop strategy. I was just basically seeing how the first stint went and then see how my strategy would go on from there, and they're about to see me mess up in the Ascari chicane. And look at that, lovely corner cutting, but it just didn't quite work out in qualifying or the race as well for me. You know, the tyre was a bit more than I expected, and you know, I went on a 3-stop strategy, which turned out to be a mistake in the end. You know, I saw guys doing 2-stop strategies and they finished high up, and I was doing a 3-stop strategy. I didn't have the pace to make that succeed, and so after qualifying 11th, as you can see next to my teammate, look at that RS2M Pro Racing up there on the front row. Psycho Swiss, I think that's how you say it, in the McLaren. I think that's his debut in Tier 1 as well. He's alongside his teammate Jokers on the second row, but I'm alongside my teammate right at the back with Justin Midget behind us and someone in front. Can't tell, but I can tell that Stop Matt and the Ferrari as well on our right in front of us. So getting another squirrely getaway as our teammate has a little look down the inside there. And all of us, and that's Legion and Insignia getting to know each other's side pods there, or Legion especially getting to cut the grass. I hope he gets a fee for that. But going into the first corner where there's normally an accident, Stop Matt spins. I think he said he clipped Insignia, and that, of course, that means your car spins round. He collected Hamilton fan, and then unfortunately that side pod glitched me around. So at the back, 13th out of 13, you're gonna see that I get used to being right at the back, having this nice clean air though. Look at this, I can admire the scenery, all the trees, and the old banked circuit as well above us, and you know, the lovely corner cutting as well. I can explore everything on this circuit now that I've got all this clean air. But as you can see, there was damage in front of us, and that's because Jay Lang in the Williams went in the air, I believe, with a Lotus, I think, and I think that might have been Arte. I can't actually remember from Legion's highlights, but yeah, he went in the air, and Legion, it cost him time because he was trying to let someone through that he thought he passed unfairly, I think. And so he's right at the back with us, and at the time I was like, what the hell is he doing back here? And as you can see, I was trying to catch up, but you know, I was exploring, as I said, everything around this Monza circuit. Unfortunately, got Jay Lang way behind us now after that first corner incident. And Insignia as well, one of the favourites for the race perhaps. He's got great pace in that Mercedes. Unfortunately, he spun out the power borg, and there were quite a lot of spinners as well in this race, which was pretty surprising, especially in the power borg. I remember Psycho Swiss, I think, spun there, and you also had Joker spin out of the Desmo too, and Stop Matt out of the Ascari chicane, as you just saw there in the Ferrari. So we're up to 9th. We haven't even done any passing. We've just survived the first few laps, but now we're past RS2M, who's pitted very early for his first stop, doing a 3-stop strategy, I think. And I said I just got starstruck, you know, me getting past RS2M, even though he had already pitted. And so I just missed my braking point for the first chicane, and I went down the superbike route that they have there, the superbike chicane, instead of the F1 chicane. But as you can see, we've got RS2M behind us, so I'm trying to push a bit harder than I was driving. Of course, I'm not capable of that. I run out of talent very easily on this game, and here I am, you know, going very slowly through the Dale Wodge, getting the back end out, and then through the first Lesmo, trying to turn in early, getting the power early, got into the gravel very early. Unfortunately, and there goes RS2M past us. We've still got Legion quite a few seconds ahead of us, and Insignia behind us, who's made a pit stop. So we're trying to push hard to get in front of Insignia, because my tyres are starting to wear off because I did a few laps in qualifying. And so You know, the prime tyres didn't last. We're onto the option tyre, trying to check our brake balance, get into neutral, and trying to nick out for Insignia. We hit a Mercedes on our left-hand side, down this front straight. And here, you can see him on the mini-map there. We've got Drastic Midget in front of us. I think Legion and Arte were battered in front there on a two-slot strategy in front of us. So now we're back with Insignia, but he's got past us. He's got the speed. He's got the braking power. We have barely got the car through the chicane. So he's obviously much better than us. We've got Jokers behind us on his recovery drive in the McLaren as well. And then we got past Legion and Arte in the pit stop. So, you know, the undercut really worked for us here. But as I said, we're on a 3-stop strategy and they're perhaps on a 2-stop. And I was perhaps shocked that I actually got past people. So again, I cut the chicane. Again, bit of a theme this race. So I wasn't very good at braking for that first chicane. And then onto lap 9, as I said, people on 2-stop strategies, including my teammate, Hamilton fan, just like me and Insignia earlier. I'm on the left-hand side, got the speed, got the braking power. He was on the right-hand side, just out of the pits, and we managed to get past him, even though we messed up the rest of the video there. We're kind of blocking the apex there, so Hamilton fan can't get past us, but he stays behind us, and so we're up to 6th place. We're actually having good speed. We're on the kind of pace of Insignia around this point. You know, even though he's on prime tyres, I'm on options. He should be much. We should be faster than him, but as I said, Insignia's a fast bloke, and unfortunately, Jedang's already left the building, and I left the Sky chicane in the gravel. There goes 3 guys right past us. Hamilton fan, Jokers there, and I think Arte as well. We've got Psycho Swish behind us, but he wasn't quickly before he got past us and past my teammate as well. But it looks like someone's messed up in front. I think that is Arte. So no, we're gonna get our position back. We're not just free forwarding. We're going forward, and now we're getting in the slipstream of our teammate who's in the slipstream of the McLaren in front. In the power block, we're going to be very cautious on the entry, but try and set up for the exit. Get our curves on, get our slipstream on, which we've got our curves in our back pocket, and we almost got Arte in our back pocket as well. So we got our DRS, we got our curves, and I've already decided going to the left-hand side because Hamilton fans in the middle of the track here. Probably should have adjusted plans because I thought Arte was right alongside me there. He wasn't. I could have just gone to the right-hand side, so poor judgment from me there. Unfortunately, it almost cost my teammate a position to Arte as they battle it out. Did cost me a position to Legion though, who's still somehow back here. Then on to that 14, our second stop. I'm in last place, by miles, behind stop Matt. Still struggling in the Ferrari. I was so shocked at that, I decided just straight line the chicane. And those arrows are telling me to go left. I can't go left onto the grass. Sort your arrows out. And yeah, and then it was a very quiet race at the back here. Not much happened, as you will see. Kind of messed up into the Scari again. Got to know that gravel. I just enjoyed myself. You know, I could have turned on the radio. You know, I was just cruising at the back here. Arte is behind us. As I said, if I did what Legion did, he went onto the prime tyres on his second stop. Went till the end, finishing the top 5. I probably should have done the same on, still going on to the options, but here I am going towards the pit lane for the final time in our Force India. As you can see, here we go into the pit lane, and as I said, I really made a big strategy blunder here, I think, in this race. Even though I didn't quite have the maximum pace, you know, but I would have at least given myself a shout at some points, at least. If I went onto a 2-stop strategy like Legion, as I said, did change onto the prime tyres. He got some good points in the end, despite being nowhere, as you saw in the first half of the race. After that incident on the first lap. So yeah, a bit of a strategy blunder again. I don't know where that first chicane is coming out of the pit lane. So again, I took the motorcycle route there, the motorcycle chicane, and we're still way behind stop Matt. We seem to have quite similar pace near the end. I think he was just a bit faster, but the game was determined to make me finish last anyway. I got my first penalty for corner cutting, got my second on the next lap. You know, almost identical, and then going into the Scari chicane. I didn't know you could actually corner cut in the middle here, but that you can, as I showed in qualifying, and I showed in the race again to get my third corner cutting penalty. So yeah, not the best race I've ever driven, finishing last out of 11 guys. We did try and catch our teammate near the end. He was struggling on his 2-shot strategy there on the worn tyres in that last stint, but didn't quite catch up to him. But yeah, it would have mattered anyway as I had all those penalties. So yeah, not the most entertaining race from our perspective. I do apologise for that, but well done to RS10 again. Pro Racing, Psycho right up there. Great podium on his debut in Tier 1, and as I said, Legion in the top 5 as well. So So out for watching. So till next round, cheerio.